Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Stellaris with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the Divine Planet Protectors. In today's video, we're going to simply try and expand our influence and hopefully get the next Ascension perk. I really want to start messing around with the Consecrated Worlds. Now, after reading a lot of the comments in the previous video, I have came to a few conclusions. First of all, I will be trying to terraform planets like the Tomb World. The Tomb World is a ruined planet, and we are going to try and heal it. On top of this, it turns out with the Consecrated Worlds anyway, Tomb Worlds are considered one of the worst. You get some really bad rolls for that, since there is an RNG element, but also, depending on the class of world you consecrate, there's a better chance of getting higher tiers, which give you more unity, more amenities, and more, what's the last one? The ethics attraction. So, there's another reason, just greedily, I want to convert it from a tomb world, but I'm not going to inhabit it. So once I terraform the world, I am leaving it to heal and recover, and then I will make it my holy world and claim it as a beacon of what we can accomplish now that we want to heal the world. On top of this, on planets, I am going to now have the rule, I am not allowed to remove any blockers. Now thankfully, over on Stone Mother, all I've been removing are things which our species have created themselves. We had the lithoid monuments, which are essentially just bundles of us, I believe, though that might have just been minerals and that may have been a mistake there, and then I've removed the slums and eventually the industrial wastelands. But things like the planet over here, which has the sinkholes and dangerous wildlife, we're not going to touch. The Divine Planet was formed this way and we are going to leave it. Still not sure about how I'm going to deal with the relic world though. We'll get to that when we get to that. Okay, one of our relic sites has just been finished, giving us some lovely relics and some space torpedoes. So let's have a quick look-see at that one then. So if you'd like to read this, feel free to pause as I go ahead. Chapter 1, and then the reward. That's not bad at all. Which way should we go? I think we should continue this way mostly, so you can go and help out over here. We really need to get some more research soon as well, otherwise we're going to be really lagging behind, which is going to really hurt considering we have the endgame crisis quite early again. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I'm done, but we'll get our alloys back a lot faster than those, so all that's done is set me back like a day or two. Month or two. Potato or 3. Now, another note which was brought up a lot in the comments, which is kind of an interesting one. Shouldn't it be our imperative to try and get habitats so we're not on the planets themselves, devouring them and causing them pain, since we see them as living, divine entities? But honestly, how I've seen it from the start is more along the lines of, we are very kind to the planet. While we're there, we are constantly trying to make it as powerful and as healthy as we possibly can, balancing the biosphere and ensuring nothing really bad happens to the planet. But also we are lithoids, we are born from the planets. That's how our faith is really guided. All the planets are our parents, essentially. We are descended from them, and they are divine. Now, can I actually start terraforming already? Whoa, that's a serious energy consumption. But I think it should be our imperative to try and save up for this. So, yeah, doing this is going to be horrendous for us. And even after I change it, unless I change it into a Gaia world, it's still not guaranteeing a really good tier of consecration, but yep, that's definitely something for later then. We have found the Rubricator. And we now have mind and body, increasing our lifespan even further. Yeah, no valid world to terraform to, that's such a shame. So I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with this. Working it would give us insane benefits, and it's a world which has been essentially ruined. We can't fix it. We can turn it into a city planet in the future, I believe, but... Or is that only the one from our current precursors? I can't remember, so I'm still not 100% sure what I'm going to do there. In terms of gameplay and our power level, it would be really good if we went ahead and just, you know, colonized it. And you can go and do that site, target from orbit. But I'm trying to think of how it's going to fit the theme. Role-playing's hard, especially when they're so goody-goody to planets. Thankfully, as soon as you find another species, I can let out my frustrations. More unity. More unity. Our revelation, of course, is the Tomb World will soon be fixed. As soon as we're rich enough. Actually, I could start spending some of the minor artifacts on those. Yeah, that would give us loads of energy, but we still need to buy more of them. If I do get enough, I will sacrifice it just so I can change this as soon as possible. We need more unity. Saying that, that's because our colonies are growing so slowly. Lithoids just grow so slowly. We need more churches. Our faith must spread via the building of temples. To further explain something I said earlier, when it comes to the worlds being consecrated, certain worlds, like a tomb world, can't even go above a certain tier of consecration, which means they'll never give you that many bonuses.
We are spreading our faith to a new world.
At last I'm building a new temple. Fantastic. And through this temple we shall spread our teachings of how to live on these worlds without causing damage to the biosphere or the world itself. And although we are born from the minerals, when we pass, we go back to the world.
Construction complete.
I wonder if a lithoid would be able to grow minerals using other things. An interesting thought, me. Ooh, a new planet, lovely. An arid world. Let's go over there then. More colonies! Yeah, we have loads of worlds. Actually, this has been a really good spawning location. So far, no enemies. Ooh, hello! Potential not friends. Let's hope you care for your worlds. Oh. Oh, we are going to devour you. Fanatic materialists, you heathens. Our sacred arms shall not waver. Don't yawn at me when I'm threatening you. Oh, let's start building some corvettes. Oh, this is going to be fun. Now, they're going to be way stronger than us for quite some time, but hopefully, as time goes on, we're going to be able to catch up. Though our tech is terrible. Oh, hello. Due to a major error. Okay, so... Oh no, add sprawling slums? No, we are obviously not doing this. And industrial wasteland. Yeah, we're not doing that to a planet. We lose influence, which sucks, but we get some unity and some energy. Sorry, we get some unity and we lose energy. Still, I value unity, so... Overall, that's actually not a huge negative. Let's go with that, make sure everyone continues to believe as we tell them to. Might need to build a bastion and just build up. We are making a lot of alloys and we're going to continue to go down that path as we continue with the game, so... If we're left long enough, we should be able to start really spamming cruisers soon.
Complete.
By cruisers, I mean corvettes. Been playing From the Depths too much recently. Thank you, Lathira. I consider you my daughter now. Lovely. I show favour to those who give me shiny things. Oh, now this is going to be interesting. So normally, I would shut this down. Because I think it leads to some really bad things, but this is just part of the planet. Or at least the life on the planet. I kind of count those as one in the same. What was already there before we get there, I consider to be what the planet has created. So we are not going to damage that. So I'm going to leave it. I'll actually read this one. While it cannot be denied that the intoxicating effects of the planet's atmosphere are enjoyable, and even helpful in some cases, there is pressure from the more conservative parts of the Divine Planet Protectors to crack down on the possibly addictive gases. Nope, we're leaving it. They continue to be happy, even if they do deviate from our divine plan from time to time. Okay, I really want to grab this, because I really want the archaeological site, and then I'm probably going to build a bastion here. By the looks of things, that will completely deny them access to our territory. Since that's a dead end, that is from here, this winds around. Yeah, that's the only point of access. So build a bastion there, keep on pumping out corvettes, we need some more star bases for some anchorages soon. and we prep for war as soon as we can do that. Well, I forgot, I don't actually have the climate restoration ability yet anyway, so for now, the Tomb World just stays as it is. I'll probably end up consecrating it as it is and getting at least some bonus to my unity. And ethics attraction, and amenities. And turnips. The unstable climate on the planet has resulted in a severe drought that affects a significant portion of the planet. Colonists living in those regions have asked Stone Mother for financial aid to improve living conditions. Well, all that's really doing is speeding up the work they're already doing on the planet, so that's not going to be harmful to the planet because of how we work, hence our species having the... there we are, the conservationists trait, and even the Empire itself having environmentalist, so I think that's absolutely fine. We can help them. And more artifacts for us. Okay, start building up that bastion. We already are. I was not paying attention. Come on, the researchers, please head on back. I want you to grab that site as soon as possible. One more archaeological site is now finished, giving us 1,000 minerals. Beautiful. Okay, as per usual. Feel free to pause if you'd like to read these. And so with that, we continue on. What to do with the relic world? For now, I think I'll leave it and I'm going to read comments and try and decide. Do we go there to clean it up? We could try and remove all the blockers as soon as possible and then use it just as a... well, we could use it for research and say we're researching how this world has been damaged so other worlds do not fall into the same fate. Or we could make it into a alloy production world, as if we're converting all this metal and scrap into something useful for us. It's really hard to say. Our temples grow from the very ground itself. Rejoice, brothers. I declare a new saint. And we've finished off this one, which just gave us something. Eco-integration studies. Okay, so that's this one, as per usual. Feel free to pause. I do hope that future DLC adds more of these sites, because they are fantastic the first time you go through them, but I think I've seen all of them at this point. It's been a long time since I've thought, oh, that's one I haven't seen. Be nice to be proven wrong about that, to be fair. Lovely. One more of the precursors.
Construction complete.
And what does this planet get? Of course it gets a temple. This is really slowing us down, by the way, because since it is taking all of our civilian industries to keep the temples going, which means I'm not getting any more research. But at the same time, our faith will guide us. And soon, we're going to war. What use is a holy warrior without a holy war?
Construction complete.
You get a temple, everyone gets a temple. Except you fellows. You get a laser to the face later. By the way, we are now squaring up with their fleet power. We're getting there. As soon as I have Bulwark of Harmony so we can use this bastion to its maximum potential, we're going to start claiming some of their territory, especially their worlds. So realistically, we're going straight after this one over here. If we can grab all these three, it means we have access to that planet as well, and better in our hands than in theirs.
Survey complete.
We lost the Lath-named scientist in a critical failure. I am so upset right now about that. Well, gonna get a new scientist and we're gonna start working on this. So this is the Relic World line, but I'm not going to finish it because finishing it is very bad for us. But the process of doing it, though, is going to give us loads and loads of things. Ooh, look at that. Well done, Doro. You're the perfect candidate to take my daughter's place. Well, we found Marauders. I wish I saw that a bit faster. I could have moved the scientist. Come on, escape. Escape!
Sign ship martyr.
Darn it. It was the will of the divines. Though I would like another scientist, though. We really need more consumer goods.
Project complete.
The problem is, since we have so many just colonies, which means they're not growing very quickly, even by lithoid standards, our main world is also not growing because of the constant migration. So we're kind of bottlenecking ourselves by having so many colonies, but once they all mature into proper worlds, then we're going to be very, very powerful since we have so many.
Granted us new wisdom.
Short-term versus long-term and all that. Now, thankfully for our research, because we've been getting so many anomalies, we have had a lot of stored research. So, despite the fact my research is terrible, we're not that behind, as we can see. Got very lucky with that. The heathens have closed their borders to us. And we, in turn, have done the same. They don't like us. No idea why. They've even gone as far as to declare us rivals. Well then.
System survey complete.
Soon I'll start just using the fleet manager again. Okay, so claims. How much is it going to cost me? Just a little bit short. Still. Making the claims regardless. Goodbye, minerals. Hello, recycling campaign. Definitely fits our theme. Would much rather have the other two, but fits our theme. Okay, as soon as our ships are in place, I'm going to declare war. Hopefully the fools will simply run right into our bastion, and then we can destroy their fleet. Oh, lovely. They're declaring war on us. They're trying to humiliate us. Bulwark of Harmony. Whilst we're in our own territory, we are now significantly stronger. Plus 15% fire rate. And consecrated worlds. This tomb world will be a lesson to our people about the folly of destroying your own planet. It should be obvious, but sometimes even obvious lessons can be learned. Profane world. Poor object of worship. Do we get anything from that? Oh, that's terrible. Like I said, we need to terraform it. Plus 2% unity. Wow, that's a game changer. And you, humiliate, because even if we don't have conquer, once we grab these, they'll still be ours. And I do kind of want to humiliate them. Yes, humiliate. It sounds more mean. Bit more petty, admittedly, but still. More temples! I demand more temples. I suppose, though, in a way, the tomb world being a profane world actually makes a lot of sense, because that's why we've consecrated it. It is terrible. Consecrated it in a weird meaning. Okay, hopefully they attack us. We're just going to wait around. Cowardly? Yes. Tactically sound? Also yes. Difficult for me to say. Potato. So, something else I didn't know until I started rereading the rules of the Consecrate world is that not only are some of the caps really enforced, so for instance the Tomb world will never become a particularly good world. I think it might be able to go one tier above that, perhaps, if I read it right. Either way though, really low down, doesn't even matter if that's correct. I just don't want to really use those. But also, you can just consecrate gas giants and such as well, which also have similar rules. Now, what I would like to do at the moment is consecrate the worlds we're about to free up. So that world and that world over there, although I could use them, I think it would make sense that during our crusade, we turn them into holy worlds. Very soon I'm going to start attacking their systems because they're just seemingly not attacking us. And the second I say that, hello lads. Just one fleet? Oh, that's going to get destroyed. Okay, as soon as the station is definitely in combat.
The apostates are after our spaceport.
The Stone Mother was with us this day. And so, let's start climbing some systems.
Construction complete.
Finally using the reinforced mechanic as well. You're both there, right? Good.
Heretic station engaged.
Lovely. Oh, hello, there's another fleet. We should beat that, but they are more powerful than us, so we need to be careful. And they are now using destroyers.
Construction complete.
What I could do is back off again, destroy that fleet again, and then start moving back. Seems like the destroyers aren't particularly good versus the corvettes.
Survey complete.
Now, sadly, we didn't get to fight them with our station, but still. Okay, with that, let's try and rush these before more reinforcements arrive. Keep on reinforcing if you would be so kind. We have so many factions! Wow, the Speaker of Stone himself is leading this one. Declaring war against one or more Xeno empires will please the Protector Future Vanguard for a time. Celebrating weakness. Oh dear. Showcasing minor artifacts of inferior civilizations will What? Really? So I can't use these? Yeah, no, I'm still gonna use those. Sorry, guys. They're just too powerful. Good to know we're becoming more xenophobic now.
Anomaly found.
So what next then? I'm thinking just supremacy. We are clearly a warmongering species. In fact, it's part of our ethics. We are militarist. So even before we found other empires, we were quite quick to draw blood. Or whatever the stone people have. So, domination works as well though, because that's our whole point. Because we are also authoritarian. So, authoritarian is more the domination, the militarist is more supremacy. Now, supremacy is going to make our ships stronger. Plus 10% fire rate, increases the strength of our star bases. It's really nice. Domination, however, will make our people work better for the greater good. And will end up giving us more influence, which we do really want. But I think supremacy, ultimately. We're at war currently, that's what the Empire would choose. War is clearly on our mind. Hey, finally, one of the worlds is no longer going to be a colony. And I'm going to turn this into... Where are you? Civilian industries, please. Definitely more civilian industries to begin with. Need more energy still, really. Oh, that's just you, isn't it? Stop popping up every now and again. That pops up every time you restart the game or turn it off. I've turned off the game 3 times this recording, since, you know, I wanted a lunch break. I wanted to go out and get some shopping done and such. Oh, boy. Fanatical purifiers. Okay, far enough away you're not concerned right now. Hopefully there's another empire somewhere here to act as a buffer. Oh god, that's terrifying. Wow, we need to get more research done. Oh, come on, let us status quo. We already have everything. We need a new, proper shipyard. The good thing is, now, we can actually do that. So, I'm going to put a shipyard here. And a new anchorage here. The reason why we can do that now is because we went down the route of supremacy, we have 2 more star bases. Well, our cap is too high now. Okay, let's go back and heal up at our station. So, got a load of energy then, but here's the problem. I just rushed headlong into a fight. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, we just kind of ran right into this. We do have the station helping. I just got reinforcements, but still. Seems like they were already damaged. Maybe they got respawned and straight back into the fight. Either way, that's going to cause us some significant losses here. Yeah, their destroyers do not seem good versus our corvettes at all. Oh, so close for a status quo. Okay, gonna be silly now. I'm gonna rush you forwards.
Construction complete.
Oh, yes! Wait, does that mean you're surrendering? No, you're trying to humiliate us. No. Look how close you are to a status quo.
Anomaly found.
If I have a status quo, I win all these systems which I've already taken. At least the ones I have claims on, so no.
Engaged.
Come on, hurry up, burn through this.
Construction complete.
Yeah, at this point of the game, even the small stations take so much damage to actually destroy. I think that's what won us that last fight. Because we were pretty much even other than that. Yes, status quo. This means I get 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I get all of these, and I can make these 2 worlds into holy worlds as they mark our conquest. Beautiful. Okay, original bastion, you can be downgraded. All of these can be removed. A new bastion will be built here. You lads go home for now. You're going to be in Anchorage. And then I'll build a new shipyard somewhere. Actually, no, you can still be a new shipyard. Yeah, I need a new permanent shipyard anyway, since I would like to have this purely for the trading hubs, so eventually I can reach all of these without having stations above them. So then, now I believe you can keep on rolling these and see what quality you can get. 2 new holy worlds until we find something more holy. A respected world. And a venerated world. So now, with those 2 combined, we now have plus 12% unity, plus 6% amenities, and plus 12% spiritualist attraction. So I don't think the gas giants and non-inhabitable worlds can be venerated. I'm gonna quickly reread that. Okay, so from what I've read, which was a bit of an old document, so it could be outdated, is that the uninhabitable worlds can't get to the same tiers as the habitable worlds, and the habitable worlds have a higher chance of being a better tier anyway. The best tier is a Gaia world is basically guaranteed, and these worlds, there's a chance you might get them. Either way, they're respected is worse than venerated. So, I'm going to try the RNG again. And now it's venerated, so we now should be getting more unity, which we are. More unity, more amenities, more spiritualist ethic extraction. So the question is, can we find a Gaia world, since I don't really want to terraform one. Though a lot of people said, Lathrix, just terraform Gaia worlds, but don't live on them. And I kind of understand that, because that would be a really expensive ascension perk for a small bonus. So I might do that as well. Again, I want the rules to be enforced, I want it to make sense with the Empire, but I would much rather it be more of a challenge than a benefit to us. I don't want the rules to really help us in any way. That's the thing. Now you can go over this way, because I really want that world. Oh wow, I really want that world. Also, apparently, tomb worlds can be 1 tier up, so a profane world should be able to be a respected, not respected. Is that respected, the second one? Yes, I believe it was. I can't read. Ooh, would love destroyers, would much rather have starholds. That way we can have more ships, although right now we just need to recover from that last war. Peaceful traders. Okay. Maybe we can actually be friends. So I would love to have some trading on our planets. Eventually I will destroy you, but for now we have a more pressing enemy. Okay, well, I have been playing for far too long and asked too many questions of the people watching. So with that, I'm afraid I am all out of time for today's episode. So if you have enjoyed, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stellaris is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. I'm liking this Empire so far. Now Unity is getting higher and higher up, which is fantastic. Through supremacy, we will have peace. And through peace, stones. Question mark.